This is Irontrader, and this is the last call here of the day. I kind of slipped my mind here that the stock market here in the U.S. is closed at 1 o'clock for the 4th of July holiday, and will be closed also on Thursday, but will be open there on Friday. Okay, so as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted along with the EIA report for crude and for natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your 1 minute and your 5 minute chart. Now, there was really good trading there in UCO. When that EIA report came out, you had a huge draw, over 12 million barrels in crude oil. And you had a draw in gasoline and in distillates. Just a small building in Cushing, but overall it was a very, very bullish. But again, when you get information out like this, I don't care if it's on EIA report or API report or if it's on a stock, it's not really the news that matters, it's the reaction to it. Now you can see here what it did. It pulled right back, okay, after that. But then this was a good buying opportunity. You can see here on the 1 minute chart where you put your low in here. Then we have a higher low, and now she's just moving right on up here. We're looking here to be back to retest this high right here, okay, of that 83.53 level here. So we're really on the move here. Actually, I'm still trading because you can do aftermarket here till 4 o'clock. So this is here. This is still very, very bullish. So what I did is I always dump it out inside that before that report, and now I'm long again here because UCO got all the way down to 34.38. Now I didn't get 34.38, but I'm in at 34.45. Which is really a good number here. Now we're rolling up here on 5,000 shares. And I'm going to hold that over 4th of July because last week, we had that big draw, and I can't see anything different. A lot of traveling this over this weekend here, and I think the draws next week are going to be about the same. Now you're coming to summer driving. You got that early hurricane season. Wow, it's really something. Now, on the natural gas, the EIA report came out, and it was a build of 32 BCF. Now, remember, last week we had a build of 52 BCF. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's looks like it's getting a little better here. So don't have no opinion on natural gas. I think we're due for a little bit of, rally up here. But just, be patient. But crude oil, yeah, I'm long, and I'm staying long here for now. You can see here on the 1 minute chart here, it's just a nice, good trending pattern. But see, when you see this on the downside, you want to get out of that here and wait for the kind of a reverse. Now, I never buy right here. I always wait for it to go up and get that retest. Then we have a nice double bottom on a retest, and boom, we just keep rallying right up there nicely. Now, when you look at the 5 minute chart, obviously the same thing. See this here? Just really, this is what you always look for here. And now we're breaking out of this level here, which was exactly that 83.27 level here. Now we're going to move up here, and this is what we're going to be looking here to retest, that 83.53. So this is looking very, very bullish on a 1 and a 5 minute chart. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, here we have crude on that daily chart. Now you can see here where we put in a lower low, but look at this nice green candle here, okay, with that bottoming tail. Now what we're doing is looking at that 83.50, and then we come right out to the left here. What do we have? 83.64, okay? So that's your resistant level. Now, again, we get above that, then what we're going to look at is that 84.38. That's going to be right there, okay? That was yesterday's high. Okay, so that's looking very good. Now that 84.38 was, I should bring this price channel across here, okay? So what do you have? 84.46 versus an 84.38. So you came within 8 cents of that resistance level. A lot of times when I point these, the resistance level, it's not going to necessarily get right to the exact penny. I mean, you came within 8 cents. So always remember that. Sometimes it can go a little bit higher, but that's what you want to really look here for your resistant level. Next one will bring that price channel across here. Your next one is going to be 85.64, and then we'll bring this bad boy across here. We're looking for 86.18, and obviously your big boy up there is at 87.67. Which is right up here. So I just think it's a matter of time before this rallies here to that 87.67. Then we have to decide exactly what it's going to do. I mean, if it breaks out through this and closes above that 87.67, well, then there's a lot of good targets because we bring this price channel across. And what you have there, you got that 89.85 level, and then we can just rally this right on up here. You got 91.23. Right there, we have 91.88, we have 92.43, and then this is what we'll be looking for is at 95.03. But again, we have to see what happens if and when it gets up to that 87.67, because this could hit up there, double top, and then reverse all the way down also here. So let's just take one day at a time and one level at a time is how you want to trade. Now you can see that bottoming tail, nice higher highs, higher lows, looking very, very nice. And we're above all this key support level here, and your 8 day is curling up very nice. We can get that back above all those SMAs. See, when that 8 day curls up, see, this is what happens. That's what you get. Very, very nice. Now your MACD, your green cross above your red, that's a buying opportunity just to stay long. Okay, very, very nice. Now, same way here, that was your buying opportunity. That's the buy signal right there. When the green crosses your red, that tells it to go right on up here. RSI still looking good. We're just floating here right below that 70 level. So that's looking very, very bullish. So obviously we know where the upside is here. You're looking at that 83.64, and then we're looking at that retest of 84.38. Above that, we know exactly where we're going to be going, okay? But let's take a look here at the downside. You always want to look at that downside. Okay, so now what we're going to be looking here, right here. It's 82.72, which was basically your support. You can see 82.72 is how nice it held. Now today we put it a little bit lower low down to 82.46. But you notice that it recovered it very, very nicely, okay? So it doesn't matter if it goes down below the support, as long as the closing number is the key, same way like we have here. Now, again, if that's lost right here, 82.08, that's what we're looking for. That needs to hold that 8 simple moving average. Looking so far, very, very good. Somehow, say this reverses, then we'll just look to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 81.38. We have 80.97. We have 80.51. And then this is what you're looking for is this 80.22, that 100 SMA. And then right below it, we have at 80.18, which lines up very, very nicely here, okay? Now, 21 day rolling up here. You're just about ready to cross the 50 and the 200 day, heading all the way up to the 100 day, looking very good. So as long as that price is above the 8 day, this is looking still very, very bullish. I'm long, and I'm staying long here over the 4th of July holiday. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, now here we have natural gas. Now we had a build today of 32 BCF. But just remember last week we had a build of 52 BCF here. So if that can come down, you can get some draws. What you really need to do for a catalyst in the summertime is you have to have a real hot summer. I'm talking about like a consistent. Okay, like where I live, it's 90 degrees one week, and the next week is down to 60 degrees. See, that's not gonna make it. That's not gonna take natural gas higher. The reason I should say natural gas goes higher in the summer is because you got to feed the power plants. Okay, so right now that's really the biggest use until they're gonna start with this nuclear, start firing that stuff up. But right now it's either coal, you know what I'm saying, or it's wind and solar, but that's only for certain areas, and they only have like 18 to 19%. So realistically, it's natural gas, but you have to have the consistency. You know what I'm saying, where you're going to need the power for the power grids to get those plants going. But you need some, like the air conditioners running consistently, you know what I'm saying, not just spotted here and there, and that'll take natural gas higher. Now, as far as this LNG goes here, where our president here in the United States, he shut that off. But what he did is we're still doing the LNG. So don't ever get that wrong. We're still doing the LNG, okay? But what he did is he cut down some of that LNG, but he also cut down the development of the new pipelines. And there was 13 new pipelines all the way Texas, Louisiana, all the way over to that whole coast. Okay, so there was an extreme. So a lot of them were in the stages of planning. Some of the stages were already building, but he shut that out to rethink it, and he shut down some of that LNG. Now, once this fires back up, it's not going to be instant, okay? So never think that, oh, okay, we're going to fire LNG. No. Those pipelines take, it could be a year, 2 years out here for those even to build to get to a port, okay? That's not like overnight. And another thing is, too, is by the time you load the LNG, by the time you ship it out. Now, a lot of times when you shut that down, you get other countries out there, like Germany, for example, well, they switch back to a coal situation. Okay, so you got, when you get LNG, you got to keep that flowing, and you got to keep your customers happy and keep on getting that flow out there. You can't just turn it on and off, on and off. This is just why you shut down that LNG. That's a political decision that says that now they're running commercials on, hey, he's for the climate change and all, and I get the climate change. I'm down with the sickness. I get all that. Okay, but the thing about you have to understand is you have to use clean energy as much as you possibly can. And natural gas is a really clean burning situation compared to like a coal. But now they're going to try to fire up these nuclear plants and everything and that. But however, LNG has to keep flowing here. So never realize, okay, just because they turn on the spigot, that doesn't mean it's instant. Because by the time you fill these tankers, by the time you ship these tankers, this could be months. But that being said, this is lining up very, very nicely here for the fall. Okay, now again, natural gas here is like in an oversold condition. So we got to see how this all shakes out. But let's look at the downside here first. Okay, so right now, you're looking at 241. That's going to be the key, is what you're going to be looking for here for the next a day or two. Then what you do is, if that's lost, we follow the candles down. So you got that 2.38 there is next, okay? You got 2.31 here, okay? We have 2.21, and then you can come all the way down here, 2.15, and then 2.13, which lines up very, very nicely here with the 2.13 on your weekly chart. So this could sell all right out, but that would be a huge buying opportunity because your RSI would be extremely oversold, your MACD would be extremely oversold, and that would be like a buying opportunity if it happens to get down there. Not saying it is, it might just stop right here or it might stop there. We don't know that yet. Now, the upside, you got to watch that 200 that's sitting at 2.47. And then this is the key level right here, 2.50, because it lines up with the 2.50, the 50-day on the weekly. Very, very key. Now, again, if you can get above that, then we just follow it. Got basically 2.52, and then we have 2.57, we have 2.60, and then this is what you're looking for, is that 2.62. But again, the next couple of days here, as this keeps on flowing down, this will not be 2.62 here. This is going to be down lower. It might even contact that 50-day here. So realistically, this area here, you have to close above. Once you can close above it, like you did here, then you can have a rally on up here. So, okay, but again, you're starting to get in these oversold conditions, so we got to see how it all shakes out. Now, remember, on any kind of information, whether it be, okay, they're going to open the spigots back up on LNG, that's not the thing. The news doesn't really matter. It's that reaction to the news that is the matter here. Okay, so always remember that not going to be instant. But again, if you want to use a lot of natural gas here in the summers, and we've had this before, because what it is, the power plants need that juice. Okay, you got to run these air conditioners, you got to have power to do all these grids and everything. But you got to have consistent. It's got to be consistently hot. You know what I'm saying? To get that power up here, to shut down the stuff. That's what you need, okay, for natural gas here to go higher. Okay, like in a winter, okay, if you have a hard winter, then natural gas will bother you, right? But if you have a mild winter, then natural gas is not going to rip like what everything is. All about supply and demand. So always remember that. So right now, just watch this chart. Watch that 2.41 on the bottom. If that's lost, then you got 2.38. Follow the candles all down. Okay, and then on the upside, it's this 250 area that's very, very critical. You have to get and close above that, and then we'll run to that 8-day. Once you get above that 8-day, then we can take it up higher. But right now, you just don't have that because you got that 8-day that's a bearish cross. Once it crosses that 21-day, you got negative divergence here, and then we had this cross on the green that goes to the red. That tells you got to go short. Now, KOLD was a good short for me here today. Okay, I actually got 2 points out of KOLD here today. It's working very well, but just trade the charts. Don't trade what you want, okay, because that never works. Just trade what's in front of you. That always works. Okay, so hope everybody has a great 4th of July holiday. I'll probably have a video for you tomorrow there. Get you going there for Friday sometime. And then remember, Friday's an open market here, and we'll see if we can make some good money. Now, again, I did a video today on NVIDIA. That's one that you're going to want to get into if you're a long-term trader. Earnings are coming out there in August, about August 20th or 22nd. So you want to get ahead of that. You don't want to wait until all the way in. Now, Tesla was also a very, very good trade today. So, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of other good stuff. Tech is running TQQs. That's always my favorite because that's a nice, good basket of all that good stuff here. So always just have something else on your plate. So if you say, oh, geez, I'm just a long trader in natural gas, well, then go trade something else because there's plenty of stuff out there, plenty of time to make money. But the key is on money is make consistent money. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, this week here, I had to make 5 days of money in 4 days. Okay, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you got to work just a little bit harder. Okay, hope everybody has a great 4th of July, and I'll see you here tomorrow night and then all day Friday. Okay, thanks for watching.